and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. Happy December the 2nd, everybody. It is time for door number 2. Today I am using our first limited edition Add More Zest tray. We also redid this colour in March of 2022, but this is the original 4Kids tray in lilac, and I'm using this gorgeous pen that was gifted to me by Cindy. I think I got this one muddled up in the last advent, so I'm hoping I have sorted out my organisation and have got it right. But it is time for day 2. I'm trying a different way camera angle wise because I'm doing such a square section. I kind of felt like doing it on my easel. Gave a little bit more of a weird angle when it was a straight square. So I'm going to give it a go, I think, for a few days doing it this way. But we are on number 2 today. So let's move that out the way. I do need to do a little bit of readjusting because I didn't think far enough in advance to get this right as I was putting them on. It was a little bit epic getting this diamond painting ready with what cover sheets I had available. But there we go. I have a pair of mittens for today's. So I'm going to start with the grey. First up, start with my border, then my background, and then I'll see where the painting takes me when I get my little diamonds or my little ducks in a row. And let's zoom you guys in. I think I need to roll it up a little bit that way. Get you in sort of as close as I can. But yeah, I hope everybody managed to get a section of their painting done yesterday. Managed to get that little bit of me time, and that you're all looking forward to doing a section of me time today. But do let me know if this camera angle works better for you or not. And I'll sort of take the comments over a few days, and if the easel is preferred, I'll bring it back. But otherwise, I'm going to go with flat. It's a weird angle, and it's because it's a square. I think it's more noticeable than it is when I'm doing it normally, because the easel did quite well in the grand scheme of things to start off with. But yeah, it's I'm loving my Facebook notifications are going off the charts from people posting on the different advent threads in the Facebook group, and I'm loving it. It's like every time I open up my phone, there's something new to catch up with, something new to see. So yeah, it's really exciting for me anyway. I don't know what it's like for everybody else, but it's really exciting for me, and I love seeing all the updates. I'm quite enjoying the framing in of this sections, or these sections as well, by doing, you know, this level, this outline of grey all the way round. I feel like I'm sort of saying, okay, that's my concentration space for today's. Yeah. So comments. We're still on some of the comments from last week's whip and chats. I say I'm just going to go through all whip and chat type comments rather than all comments on all videos. And I'll just sort of go through them in the order that they were posted. But Anna, she said, your painting is looking great so far. She said she made it halfway today on her Diamond Art Club Christmas painting. She says now she has 3 more days, at the time she posted this, 3 more days to get some done on the other half before Advent starts. Maybe you'll have some time to do a little bit of both as well, if you don't manage to get it finished or close to finished. I've actually got a few of this grey in the actual mittens as well on this one. But yeah, I will be working on I Choose You from Diamond Art Studio, which is my large painting that I have on the go. I've tipped out far too many diamonds, can you tell? Get most of them into the spout. And then I can get them back into the pot safely. Let's do the darker ones. To remember, I don't need to tip out too many. I'm not doing the whole painting in one sitting. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the I Choose You and my mystery painting from Coup Deals. They are 2 that I have on the go to do throughout December. If I get through and finish one of them, I may do some of my Paint Gem minis, but I may just save the 2 that I have kitted up to take with me to Australia and get that done. But yeah, Christmas is a coming. It's that time of year. It's coming round again. I really need to get the tree up. I did some sorting, organising, all that sort of stuff last year. Our conservatory has changed and feels like it's grown, and of course there's more stuff in the conservatory than there was last year. We also have a puppy now as well that we didn't have last year. So yeah, I did a load of rearranging and sort of deeper cleaning last weekend, and I think we're going to be putting a tree up this weekend. So I need to get myself in gear, ready for all the Christmas decorations to come down out of the loft. I'm not sure how ready for that I am. Time will tell, I suppose. Time will tell. Marsha, she says she is wondering how I get my small picture for the logbook. She says, is it a specific printer? She wants to get her picture to fit the logbook. Please, can you help? She says, thank you, Rebecca. She says, I'm a huge fan and watch all of your videos and can't wait to start the Advent painting. For my logbook, there's a couple of different things or options that I use. For some of them, I just get the painting out of the box. So my Diamond Art Studio, Diamond Art Club, Carrot Art, they all have like a sticker sheet inside the box, which I use the picture off there and trim that off. For the others, I tend to use either my little HP, what's it called? HP printer, which is a sprocket. That's it, my HP sprocket. That does a very small sort of Instax size picture when I remember to get paper sheets for it, which I do have a few. It's all right for 1 or 2. I just don't have loads. Oh, we have some square hitchhikers in here. So I use that. Alternatively, if I have quite a few, like I did on my recent logbook update, I use A4 printer paper and I compile the images in, I think it's PowerPoint that we actually use, because that's what Megan initially used to do them for, get them ready for me on, and now I do it myself. All these programs that I'm not used to using. So yeah, so I've just used PowerPoint. You can use something like that, PowerPoint, Word, you know, anything like that you can import a picture into, and then you can tell it to do it a certain size. So if you want it to fit maybe all of the logbook picture place or part of it, you can make it go to size doing that. Otherwise, yeah, those little Instacky type ones are great if you want to do a painting of it, a picture of it before you've completed it and after you've completed it, because you can put them both side by side. But there's a few different options that I do, and I like the fact that when I turn each page, my pictures do look slightly different, because otherwise, I think if they weren't exactly the same, they need to, for me, if they're not exactly the same, they need to be different on purpose, rather than something being slightly different each time, but close enough to not look like it was intentional. Tends to be the way I work. This glue dot's quite sticky in this pen. Also, this pen tip, while it's staying in the pen, it doesn't seem to want to stay in fully. So if you just catch me messing about with this, or messing about with the end of the pen, it's partly the fitting and it's partly that my glue dot is super sticky at the moment. And if I just dab it on my face, or you can do it on your hand, just the sort of natural oils that you have in your skin can help take that little edge off the glue dot until you find that perfect sweet spot and the part that works the best. I love the way that black comes together when you put it on the symbols, because symbols for black are often big squares or big dots, and when you actually fill them in and get rid of all that white from the symbol, I think it just always has more of a dramatic change than any of the other symbols. Just love the way that looks compared to the way the rest looks. Susan, she says she really loves my big heaven and earth design. She said it's beautiful. It is. It's an absolutely stunning design, and I think it's going to be one of my main goals for 2023 is to get that one completed. Here's hoping. I think I may have said this in previous years, but at the moment I'm at 50%, and I would love to start, once I get back from Australia, I'd love to start 2023 with the goal of getting that completed as much as is possible. Partly because I want to see the finished design as well. It's a project I have been doing for long enough. That's for sure. Alyssa says Dreamers Designs a Black Friday deal was buy one get one 70% off. She said she kind of did a thing. She got 6. Gotta take advantage of that deal, you know. Gotta take advantage. When I got my 2, it was buy one get one 60% off. I did notice that they increased that to 70% on Black Friday, which would have saved me a little bit more, but not enough for me to be majorly disappointed. I think somebody did mention in the last Whip and Chat that it was buy one get one free, or buy 2 get 1 free, or something like that. They did actually realise that they were mistaken. and Dreamers Designs was the buy one get one 60% off, and then on Black Friday it went to 70% off. So that's okay. I can handle an extra 10% because who's to know that I would have remembered on that day and remembered what was going on and when. I like it. I prefer it when companies either do, you know, one set deal on Black Friday where it's an X% off for, you know, the event, and then that's it, it's done. Or it's a high amount but then they maybe decrease it rather than increase it. Because otherwise, if you buy something and then it increases, it's a bit... I mean, it depends how much it is. But companies have their own way of doing marketing, etc. Cross Stitch and Tat, she said your painting is looking great. She said she hasn't done much since COVID. She says hubby and herself do Santa and Mrs. Claus, and in preparation she needs to have the rest of her bottom teeth pulled and a new denture for your Christmas smile. She said it didn't go as planned, but it is better now. She said the first appearance is on Saturday at the Air Force local base. She's looking forward to the advent calendar painting, as it will be a relaxation during the busiest time of year for us. Well, I am glad that everything is better now. Nothing seems to go as planned, does it, when you want it to? Or when you need it to, should I say, rather than want. Quite often you need it to, and it doesn't. She says, thanks again for all that you do for us. Well, I'm glad you're taking out that time to diamond paint. Definitely sounds like you're going to need it. Christmas, as I say, is a busy time anyway, but add a bunch of excited children and it is busier. Always feels busier with a bunch of excited children. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that you are getting that bit of downtime as and when you can. And yeah, enjoying the Advent, which I was like a big kid showing Caris my day one completed. When I'd finished that yesterday, it was like, oh, look, I finished, doesn't it look good? I'll probably be the same after today's, but you know, she'll get used to it. She'll get used to me coming in excited each morning. Maybe she'll start doing the same with her chocolate advent. Again, showing me how excited she can get with her chocolate advent for each one. Giles is taking part in Advent this year. I forgot to mention it yesterday. But Sam from Diamond Art Studio, her husband Giles, took part in Zesty Advent last year. First diamond painting he'd ever done. And he is taking part this year. Probably already pinched Sam's table. But yeah, they did ask if my hubby, Will, was taking part this year. He's always said no to diamond painting, and then he said, maybe I could do one section of yours. He said, if you don't mind. And I'm like, I do mine on video, love. And he's like, oh. So we'll see if we can get him to place any diamonds on a diamond painting this year. I don't know if we can get him to commit to a full one. I'm not quite sure if he's at that stage diamond painting wise yet. Give him a 3D printer that's not working and needs fixing and parts fixing, and he's right on it. He'll be on that and getting it sorted as soon as possible. but not quite the same when it comes to diamond painting. But hey, he lets me do it, and he lets me take over different areas of the house with it. So I will take that. Look at that black coming together. Absolutely loving it. I do want a trashy tray. I think I'm just going to have to grab a basic. I do want a trashy tray because I am finding a few square diamonds mixed in with the round. Which is fine because I'm sure I'll have plenty, but I do need to ditch them out of my tray. There's actually more than I thought there was. I think somebody had a glitch in the factory and caught a load of square diamonds in with the round tub. There we go. That's cleared out my tray so I can get to my black ones and get this filled in. I just had a moment then and went, this is the black symbol, isn't it? Thinking that I had just assumed it was black and it wasn't, but it is. We're all good. Back to normal. Kathy, she says, hi Rebecca. She says she's just finished her first ever coup deals. It was a fall scene and she said it's amazing. She said tonight she has kitted up her Ever Moment Christmas painting, all ready for December the 1st. I love it. Some people have been waiting to kit it up to make sure that they, you know, don't start doing it too soon. Start doing the Advent. I must admit my desire to do more of the painting definitely increased once it was kitted up. I was so wanting to be able to do it as soon as I kitted it up. I had to pop it away, tuck it away somewhere so that I couldn't mess with it. Oh, 2 diamonds, bonus. But yeah, it's all time now. It's all good. We're in December. We're allowed to diamond paint away on our Advent painting, whether it be 1 or 2. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Dominica, she says, hello Rebecca. She says she has a question. She said, how do you keep your squares so straight? She said she loves my videos and she can't wait for till December. The main way I keep my squares straight is practice, Dominica, is the way that I can now diamond paint squares and pretty much, you know, not use any tools to do so, and I'm just able to do them straight. I do have some tips and tricks videos on doing squares. The easiest way to find those are via my website. So if you just go to addmorezest.com, under videos, you will find tips and tricks, and in there is ones about squares. But yeah, it's practice. I've been doing it for years, so I have got used to, you know, or honed in my fine motor skills on getting squares straight and getting diamonds straight in general as well over the course of practicing. But there are things that can help you if you're new to squares while you build up your practice, and things just get better and better over time. That's for sure. So yeah, check out those videos. There's a couple in the different couple tips and tricks sections, and practice. So perfect reason for you to diamond paint more is that you need to perfect your skills. Sorry if you can hear Luna. My guess is the door is going. That is often when when she is the loudest. So if you can hear her through, she has her vocal moments. Bless her. Debbie, she says, hi Rebecca. She said she loves the diamond painting that I'm doing, and that was on I Choose You. She says she's ordering that one next month. She said she's just received her 2 Heaven and Earth design canvases for her mini Once Upon a Time and Storekeeper Ice Princess. She said after Christmas she is ordering QS Protector of Magic. Also, she did get the 12-day Advent. She said, but her friend ordered 12 more things for her to make it into a 24. I love how creative everybody has been to make a 12 into a 24, if that's what they, you know, originally, ideally wanted. 12-day was the only one that we could pull off with a shorter turnaround time. Some of our suppliers, we just weren't able to get some items from, and we weren't able to get them quick enough. So it was a mixture of the two. But yeah, we will do better next year. That is for sure. Oh, she is off again. All I can hear is her barking. Cockapoos are quite vocal. That is one thing that we have found and read about since having Luna, that they can be quite vocal. She's either heard the door or she's heard somebody talking upstairs, and she's shouting at them because she wants to see them. Linda, she said she also seems to purchase diamond paintings in spurts. She says then she won't buy anything until she's just about finished what she has, and then she goes to get another bunch. Yeah, I do that. I often have a lot of diamond paintings that I seem to add, and that I seem to have bought from certain deals, and then it quietens down with the amount that I have, and then I ramp it back up again. I think I just get in the mood for shopping. She says, saying that, she doesn't normally carry more than 8 or 10 paintings at a time. She says space being an issue. I feel ya. That's why the top of my wardrobe has been utilised. She says she's going to rethink her storage for her finished paintings. She does mainly the 50 by 70 centimetre size, and she has nowhere to hang them. She says after almost 3 years, she's lacking in space. She says something that will wait for the new year, she thinks. Yeah, that's going to take too much brain space for December, Linda. She says she diamond paints every day, so she will be hanging around as usual for the Advent diamond paint along. I hope you're enjoying it, Linda. I try to diamond paint most days. Some days it doesn't happen, but I try to do something almost every day because it just relaxes me. I just really enjoy it. Right, I am going to need more black diamonds than I have in my tray, but I don't know why I like to use up what's in my tray before I tip more in, if I can help it. It means if I do have any that are sort of trashy diamonds that I've been avoiding, it means I'll get rid of them to empty the tray before I add more. I also do have a few here that are just stuck together, but like ever so slightly stuck together. They're not like fastened back to back and really stuck. They're just a little bit stuck, which could be from just a piece of glue in manufacture, or it could be from a piece of the glue dot off my pen. But there we go. I've emptied my tray, so now I'll get myself some more. There's another square there, so let's get rid of that. That's all I've collected so far though, is squares rather than any trashy rounds. So I'll take that. Sarah Jane, she said, we just need to see the ones you've picked in your stash now. She said, as lots coming in. Yes, there has been a lot coming in. I think a stash update is a very good idea for a video for me to do, which I can prepare for December, well, maybe January. Maybe it'll just be a new year. Here's my new stash. And I'll be able to prepare that to be scheduled for while I'm away. She says her horse painting has got hundreds of blacks. She said 310 in. She says, I'm first with the crazy black amount. She said it is blocky at the bottom and confetti at the top. She said with trees and 5 ABs. She says she's also loving the blues on my painting. So yeah, I have got a bit further with I Choose You. I have all my blacks that I put into, that I had in extra baggies and in extra pots. I've used all of those in that top section. I now just have the one pot in my storage case of black. All the rest are already on the painting. So I definitely got the black blockiness out of the way. And I'm now getting to all the gorgeous blues and the outlines of the trees. And yeah, it's getting to the more interesting part of the painting. Though you need that black blocky section to make it stand out. It's like this. Like it is a block of black, but as everything's going down, you can see the rest pop. So I definitely don't mind doing it because I get to see all the rest of it pop. Even now, just this number 2, you'll be able to see that pop so much more. Yeah, so I'm glad that I did the black first on I Choose You. I much prefer doing white in bulk than black in bulk. Don't know why, but I do. So any sort of white and off-white that I need to do in bulk is at the bottom of the painting. And the black is all done. But I actually don't mind blocky stuff. I like to mix it up with confetti. I love a painting that is a mixture of the two. Because it just clicks with different parts of my brain, I think. The different parts of my brain that like the different types. There we go. See, look, that pops so much already. And that's before we've placed any of the other colours. But black is done. We're on to some ABs now. We've got number 1. Number 1 again for this one. Sarah Jane also says she's going to do her tigers for Advent. It's a 50 by 50 with 2 lovely tigers on it. That's a bigger one as well. I've just got 2 that are stuck together. Oh, and now they're not stuck together. See? They were stuck together. I was trying to put them in my trash and now they're not. So I guess they made it to the painting. Rebecca, she says, hi Rebecca, she says, loving your videos. She said, how about Megan doing a whip and chat video while you are in Australia? I'm not sure whether she will be able to fit that in, to be perfectly honest, and or me have the time to give her all the editing side of things surrounding it, though I'm sure she could figure it out. It's just whether she would have the time to figure it all out. Megan is only available for 1 week while I'm away, and then school goes back, so she will be back to work as soon as school is back, and she is taking care of the shop while I am away. So I think I may have put enough on her plate already without trying to teach her my YouTube setup and working YouTube and editing and everything else. So I love the idea. I don't think I can put that on her. But I will try and get as many bits done as I can before we go. Maybe we'll see if we can fit in a whip and chat together. Sorry, my battery lasted my whole video yesterday, and then a full battery has decided it's not going to last today's whole video. Yeah, maybe I'll see if she can squeeze in a whip and chat before I go away, so that I can do all the editing and all the rest of it. But I'm not sure on that front either. It really will depend on her time. At the moment, primary schools in the UK are crazy busy. As you can imagine, at the moment there is all sort of Advent things going on, Panto things going on. She also has a few days at Disney for her cousin's baby. So is that her second cousin? Anyway, my niece, her son turns 1 just before Christmas, so they have got a little Disney break arranged, so she's got that as well. So yeah, everything is just a little bit too chaotic, I think, at the moment, to guarantee that we can squeeze a video in together. But maybe we'll try, see what we can do. Oh, look at those little mittens. She says, thanks for everything you do. She also says, will you be showing us an update on your mum's Heaven and Earth design project? She said, have a fabulous time in Australia. I will try and get some photos and things while I am there of my mum's progress. I think she said she was about a quarter of the way through when I spoke to her yesterday. She said she was about a quarter of the way through her Heaven and Earth design, but she is doing the Advent now, so whether that will be in addition to the Heaven and Earth designs or separate, i.e. she's putting that on pause, I'm not sure. But yeah, I will try and sneak in a photograph of her progress and share it with you all. Seem to be struggling with words today. Nancy, she says, thank you, Rebecca. She says she is busy working on her whip, which is Quiet Cove, and she's desperately trying to get it done today. When she posted this a few days ago, she says maybe tomorrow. She said she has her Advent painting kitted up and ready to go. She has her 12 days of Christmas ready and waiting. She says no cheating. No cheating for her. She says with a second set of 12 items, she placed in brown paper bags, and she's had her daughter mix them up for you. She says, I am with you and I can't wait to start. She said, have a great week. I love the creative things that people have come up with to make their 12-day into a 24. And I'm just so happy that that has worked out for so many people, because I hate the disappointment of not having enough. Oh, I've got some ABs in the mittens. Just a little bit on each mitten. So I'm just going to pop in my pen, and this is just to get 2 white ABs. That was the other thing my mum did say though. She's never had a painting with ABs before. So she's quite excited to do the Advent because it has ABs. Karen, I was trying to pronounce your name right, sorry if I haven't. She says she can't wait for the December Advent to start. She said she watched my kitting up video while she was laying in bed waiting for a cold medicine to kick in. She said, then I dreamt that after you finished day 10, that you started diamond painting the rest in random order. She said, perhaps cold medicine and YouTube don't mix. So I just did 1 to 10 and then decided I'd given up on numbers and they weren't going to work in the same order, and went for everything. I like it. I like it. I do need to do them in order though. As much as I would love to make your dream come true and mix them all up after day 10, my organised brain couldn't do it. I need to do them in the correct order. I need to do them 1 through to 10. 1 through to 25, sorry. Just, I'm loving the way they're all coming together as well. It's exciting. It's exciting to see each little image come together. And yeah, there's a few images that I'm really, really excited to see. I love them all, but you know, everybody does have their little images that they're a little bit more excited to see how they come out. Number 1 I thought came out amazing. But yeah, my favourites, I think I said yesterday, were 9 and 20 are my 2 favourites, though it may well be that that changes as they go along, because some of them are turning out like so amazing, not necessarily to what I thought, but I'm finding a heightened love for them when they're completed. Oh, Karen says, she says she's finally got hers kitted up. She's ready to go and excited to start opening her Advent calendar gifts. She says thank you. Yeah, it's like double excitement, isn't it? An Advent calendar for us adults and a diamond painting to do each day. Yeah, I can't wait to get this framed as well and sort of see it next year. I have got my Zesty Wolf up on the wall again, after I had to move him when we had a craft room rearranged. He is now back up on the wall, so it's nice to see him as well. Susan, she said, oh my goodness, will this month ever end? She put this comment up in November. She says it went really fast, the month of November, until she finished her last painting. She said because of the Advent, she didn't kit up another kit, because of course she wants to do the Advent. So she hasn't diamond painted in over a week. Oof, that feels like a long time. She said she kitted hers up immediately, but she's not started it. She said she's been so tempted, but she held the beast back. Temptation beast. She said she's so excited for this event. She also said she's sorry for giving me bum information on the Dreamers Design sales. She says, my bad. Oh, don't worry about it, Susan. It's one of those. Even if it had been a buy one get one free, rather than just going up to a buy one get 70% off, it's one of those. I think, you know, I already knew that they could potentially have a better deal on Black Friday. I also knew that it could potentially stay the same, but buy one get one 60% off seemed good enough to me. I was buying one anyway, and I was waiting until I'd finished my Dreamers designs. So I could have very easily just bought one at full price and not had any discount on anything if I'd have finished my Dreamers designs sooner. So to get 60% off one was good enough for me. Right, that is square number 2. Look, that looks amazing. Looks so good. I love the way the black makes it pop. So we've got the black and the white backgrounds, making everything pop. Where's number 3? Oh, we're up here for number 3. Having a sneaky look. I'm not saying what the image is, but we are on a different background colour. So we should start seeing some different background colours. I don't think is number 4 a different background colour? I'm looking too much into things now. I should just go with the flow, but I can't help myself. Where is number 4? This is a small image, so I think it might be. Oh no, it's there. Oh, it is. Number 4 is a different background. No, it's not. Number 4 is a repeat of a background colour, but it's got a different look to it. Anyway, I need to stop looking. But yeah, number 2 is done. We have 2 squares on our advent calendar. We're going up to number 3 tomorrow. But yeah, thank you all so much as always for your support. Please do make sure that you are subscribed. My mum did mention on her phone call that I am so close to hitting 16,000 subscribers. She says it seems like it's been on it forever, because all she could see was 15.9. But I am not far off at all. So yeah, do please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoy this video, because that gets it recommended to others, so we can all join in the December Advent. Whether you've joined in from day 1 or whether you're just joining us now, pick up your diamond painting pen and start getting your bit of me time. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow.